Hello and what's up guys, welcome to Screen Technicals, and today in this video we are going to create this awesome landing page design. Okay, so using HTML CSS and JavaScript obviously. So you can see this is my logo, and you can see the color hierarchy as awesome, and these are our nav links and some icons. Okay, and here I have some this you can say this is some heading like that, and this is a paragraph, and this is, you can see a button. Okay, and you can see the hover effect. Okay, and right here you can see a book with some shadow right here, and it's obviously animated. So we will be creating this, and by the way it is fully responsive. Let me show you. You can see this, you can see the hover effects. When you click on this, you can see the sidebar right here, and when I hover up this, you can see that how it's rotating. When I click on this, it's high, so it's full responsive, you can see. So now let's create this. I just remove this like this, and let me show you my folder. You can see in my folder I don't have anything, I just have an image and utilities. Okay, in this utilities you can see there's some of the color codes and the values are right here. Okay, so I will be using Visual Studio Code for this. By the way, let me tell you, Visual Studio Code is free and open source text editor offered by Microsoft, and we will be using this. So I'll just create a new file, that is index.html, and we will be using Sass for this. So I will write here main.scss and hit enter. And by the way, let me tell you what is Sass is. Actually SCSS means it is, you can say it is a type of, you can say, kind of writing CSS, okay, much easily and with some superpowers. Yeah, so to use Sass we have to install live Sass compiler. Here we go, and obviously this also live server, we will be using this also. Okay, now I'll go to this and I'll just create main.cs file also. Okay, now let's go to the index.html file, and I'll just put quickly the boilerplate like this, and I'll just zoom this. I hope you can just see it clearly. Now I'll just change this to Screen Tech like this, and I'll just make it as capital. Yeah. Okay, now just create a section with ID of home, hit enter, and inside this I will be creating a header, and inside this I will have another div that is a logo, and inside that I will have a anchor tag and simply haze, and inside this I will create a span element, and I write here screen, and I'll just give it a ID of, let's say, span 1. Okay, give an equal to, just select this one like this. Yeah, and I will create another span and give it an ID of, okay, ID of let's say span 2, and I write here tech dot. After that we will have our nav, so I'll create a nav element, and I will have an ID of nav bar to this, and I'll create a UL, then LIA right here has, copy this several times, and here I need to have let's say home, here gallery, about, contact, and then we will have our, you can say, an icon. So right here fa-facebook. By the way, it will not work. You can just type, it is a shortcut way of writing this fa facebook, AP and VS Code, and you can say this is you can say, what is this icon? You can just type it manually, and I'll just go to my browser, and here I'm going to search for just close this one, search for, let's say yeah, I'm going to search for this font awesome CDN. Click on this, and you can see you'll find this link. I'll just provide this link in the description box also. Click on this, just copy this link, close this one, and I'll just go right here, and here I'll write here link. First I will link my main.css, and after that I will write here link, and just paste that link right here. Save this one. And by the way, you can see we don't have our main.css file, so we'll just create that one. So you can see this main.scss. So for this we have installed that extension, that is live Sass compiler. After installing that, you will find this what Sass. Click on this. Now here you can see this CSS file has been created automatically. So just forget about this. This is, you can say, this is a mapping file. You can see this like, okay, you can see we don't have simply a comment. Okay, so now I'll just right click over here and click on this open with live server. Okay, it will just open my, you can say, the HTML live server. And now I'll just move on, and after that I'll just copy this one, paste it 2 more times, and I'll change this Facebook to Twitter, and this to search. Okay, save that one. Now go to the browser, you'll find our icons and everything. Perfect. Now I'll go to the main.scss file, and here I will be using, first I will just import the Google fonts. So I write here a comment that is Google fonts, and I will be using here Poppins. And so for that I have to go to Google fonts. So here I'm going to search for, it is Google fonts. Okay, fonts, this one, hit enter. Okay, yeah, and I will search here for Poppins. Okay, and here I will be selecting, okay, this one. No, this is 400, I need 500. Okay, this one 500, yeah, and then this one it will be 700, yeah, this two. Click on this import statement, copy this inside this whatever things inside the style tag. Okay, and then just close this one, go to the VS Code, and then paste that right here. Okay, after that we will have our global utilities. So right here global utilities, and right here star, margin 0, padding will be 0, then I will be have box sizing border box, and a font family of, let's say, Poppins, I will write here sans serif. Save this one, and I just go to the browser. Let's see how it's working. You can see everything is working very fine. And now what I want all the anchor tags to be text decoration to be none, and then I want UL elements to be list style to be none. Okay, save this one, and let's see. Yeah, we got that. Now we will be creating our CSS variables. So right here CSS, okay, CSS variables, and right here root dash dash, right here primary, this will be our primary color, and I just copy this one from this utilities.txt. I just copy this and go to this main.cs right here, and just paste that one right here. Okay, after that I write here dash dash secondary. Okay, secondary, yeah, and this will be our secondary color, this one. I'll just copy this one and paste that right here. Okay, save this one. Now what I want after that, that is, I'll write here home. Now we are going to design our home page. So I'll write here as home. Okay, there is an ID or section, and inside that we have our header. But before that I write here width 100%, height to be 100 VH, and I write here overflow to be hidden like that. Okay, so now we need our header. So what I want to do is I will write that right here, header. So this is how you can use Sass. Inside you can see we have our home, and then we have inside this home, this section, we have our header, so you can directly access it right like this. And I will write here width to be 100%, and I'll just write here display flex, so it will make them in one line. Just save this one. By the way, let me show you the CSS file. You can see everything is automatic. You can see it is also adding this WebKit, you can font size automatically. So this is how it works. So now I just go to the browser and see how it's working. Okay, you can see they are just aligned one by one. This is one and this is one table, because there is the navigation element and these are the logo. Now here I'll write here justify content to be space around. Okay, save that one, go to the browser. Yeah, we got everything very perfect. And I'll write here addition like that. There's no use of this, but I will write this. Okay, now inside the header we have our, there is logo right here, logo as logo. And what I'm going to write, I will just target the anchor tag, and I will write here inside that we have our span elements. So I here span, some common identities you can say, and I will write here font size of 35 pixels. Let's see how it's looking. I just don't remember. So let's go to browser. Yeah, it's too big. You can see it's too big. I don't decrease this to, let's say, 30 pixels. Save that, go to the browser. Yeah, now let's, okay, I'll just reduce it to 25 pixels. Save that. Yeah, we got that. Now I just write here font weight to be 700. Save that one, go to the browser. Yeah, they're in bold. Give them some padding of, let's say, 10 pixels. Save that one, go to the browser. Yeah, and now I just target them using that what is that, yeah, that one ID, yeah, span one. And I'll write here background color just this dash primary, and not span one, span two. Right here, save that one, go to the browser. Yeah, we got that. Now what we want the color to be obviously white, so it has triple F with that one. And before that one, I'll just target the span one ID, and here I'll write here color to be right here, color to be black, S00. Save that one, go to the browser. Okay, you can see this. So this is how they are looking. Now what I want is I want some drop shadow effect. So right here, not, there is box shadow, and I'll just go to this utilities, and this is the value. I'll just copy this one, goes right here, and just paste that. Okay, save this one. Now go to the browser, you will find this effect. Okay, it's not giving us that we can the padding. So what we'll do is I'll just remove this from here, and I'll paste it right here and right here. Save this one, go to the browser. Okay, it's not giving us that much padding. Why? Okay, let's go to this, not this. Okay, let's see, SP and span screen, everything is perfect. Span 2. So what is the problem? Copy this one again, go to this right here, just check it, spelling, It is perfect. I just okay. What I'll do is I write here a background color of white. Save this one, go to the browser. Yeah, now we got that. We don't have given the background color to the zone for that reason. Okay, now we want our this UL tags. So I just minimize this like this, and after that I write here nav, and inside this we have our UL tags. I'll write here display to flex, and if that, let's go to the browser and see. Yeah, they have aligned on one line, and I write here li is a margin of 20 pixels, and after that we have our anchor tag. I write here color to be black and font weight to be 500, and then I want the font size to be 17 pixels. Save that one. Go to the browser, you can see this. Yeah, now what I want is I want the text transform to be capitalized. Save this one and go to the browser. Yeah, you can see it's looking very awesome. You can see we need some spacing from the top, so we'll go to this header, and here we'll write here padding of 10 pixels, and from only top and bottom. So right here padding and padding 10 pixels, and then from right and left 0. Save this one. Now let's go to our browser. I can see some spacing. Okay, I just increase that to, let's say, 20 pixels. Save that one. Go to the browser. Yeah, now it's perfect. And now what we want is we want a background color. So with this, so right here background color okay, let's say not B9. I don't even know, just save that one, and I just yeah, not RGB values. And what I remember is it's I think 240. Save that. Go to the browser, and yeah, that's 240. Now it's looking very nice. Okay, so we have just decorated this, and now we need our hover effects over there. So yeah, inside this anchor tag. Okay, now just see carefully. Instead of writing like this, there is a hover. You can write like this also, but instead of writing this, what we are going to write is we'll write here, and then we give a colon, then we write here hover. This and will directly change into this A. Okay, and make sure it is inside this anchor tag. Okay, and here we'll write here color to be dash primary, and give a transition of all 0.3 seconds is. Copy that one and paste that right here also. Okay, save this one. Go to the browser, and when you hover over it, you can see the changing color. Okay, we got that. Now what we want is we want to make this as responsive. So right click over here, click on this inspect. Okay, just to minimize this one and just increase this. Okay, you can see. Okay, so I want it to be let's say at 1000 pixels. I want that hamburger menu. So I'll just go right here and minimize this one, and after this I'll write here making responsive like this. Okay, and here right here at the rate media on the screen, and right here max width to be 1000 pixels. Okay, 1000, and excuse me guys, and then I'll just select the home. Inside that we have header, then inside that we have our nav obviously, and we'll make it as position to be fixed. So we want that to be fixed, and top will be 0. From right it will be 0, and we want inside that we have our let's save that one, and we'll just give it a background color of let's say this, and save that one and go to the browser. Let's see what is happening. Okay, you can see this it's coming like this. So I want this home gallery like this, one by one. And 1 minute, what I will just use this to like this. Okay, I want to show this hamburger menu at 600 pixels, not as 1000 pixels, because it will be very odd looking. Make it as 600 pixels. And then right here UL, and I want the flex direction to be column, so that they will come one after another like this. Yeah, now we'll just give it a width for right now, let's say 220 pixels, and then height of 100 VH, and save that one. Go to the browser, you find this. Now I want some, you can see there is some margin from the top. So I'll just come here and at this UL I write here margin top to be, let's say 50 pixels. Save that one. Now go to the browser, and yeah, okay, don't worry, when we'll just create that cross, you can say the icon right here, it will be pushed down. Okay, now after that we have our li, and I'll write here margin first to be 0, and not margin 0, I'll just margin 0, and I'll give you only a margin of bottom to be 20 pixels, and then save that one. Go to the browser, you'll find this. Okay, after that we have our anchor text. I'll write here font size, increase the font size to say 20 pixels, and I want the font weight to be 700, then some padding of from top and bottom 0, from left and right I want some padding of 30 pixels. Save that one. Go to this browser and you will find this. Yeah, that's looking very cool. Now we need the cross icon right there. Go to this index.html, and below this, or you can say inside this nav element, and before this UL element we'll write here with an ID of, let's say, quit, and inside this we will have our icon, that is fa-times. Click, hit enter. We got our, you can say, icon. Save this one, go to this browser, you'll find this icon right here. Now what I want is, I just go to this, you can say main.css file, and I'll just decorate right here. I can say just minimize this one, and after this I write here has quit, and I'll write here display to be block, because I'll make it display none at the top. Okay, at right here in this part. Okay, because we want that only at the 600 pixels. Okay, so inside this we have our icon. Okay, and another thing I want is right here text align to be right. Save that one. Go to the browser. Okay, just move it right like this. Using Alt and the arrow key, you can just move it like this, Yeah, save that. Go to the browser. You can see this. It has been like. Now I just come here and I will just write here. Use the font size, let's say, to be 30 pixels, and I want the color to be like this, and some padding of 30 pixels. Save it and go to the browser. Find this. So according to, I'll just change this padding to right here, because when we just use that hover effect, we'll use that scale, and it will just here's some bugs right here, so I just move that padding to right here. Now I here the hover, and here I'm right here is transform rotate 360 degrees, and then I want scale to be 1.3 with a transition of all 0.5 second is. Copy that one and just paste that right here. So okay, save this one. Now go to the browser and okay, click on this. You can see this, but we are not getting that cursor, that finger type cursor, so we can get that like this. I write here cursor to be pointer. Okay, save this one, and we'll do another thing, that is I'll just come right here and inside this navigation just minimize the SQL, and after the SQL I write here has quit like this, and I write here display to be none. Save this one and go to this browser, find this one. Okay, awesome, we have finally created our sidebar. Now what I will do right now is I will just decrease this to width to 0. Save that one, and now when you move to the browser you will find this, and it has been hidden, you can see. Now we'll create our that is that bars. So after this navigation tag I'll just minimize this, and after this navigation element or tag you can say I will create a ID or a div with ID of bars, and here I'll create 3 more divs with ID, not ID, with class of with class of bar like this, and I need 3 divs like this. Hit enter like this, and I'll just give it a ID, the first one ID, not an ID. I'll just give it a, let's say what I want, let's say only B right now. I'm just not thinking anything, just simply like this, B. Okay, now go to this main.css file and then minimize everything, this nav also, and below this nav write has bars, make right here dot bar. Okay, then right here width of 50 pixels, height of let's say 3 pixels, and a background color of black. Save this one, go to this browser, you'll find this one. So we need some margin between them, so I'll just write here, and I'll write here margin from top and bottom I need 10 pixels, and from right and left 0. Save this one. Now go to the browser and you'll find this. Awesome. Now what we want the cursor to be pointer, and what anything, let's see, we want some padding, let's say, not padding, need any padding. Okay, now what we want is select that, and there you can see there is what is this class. And by the way, I write here inside that bar I write here the hover effect to be end hover, and I want when I hover the bar, I want the B elements, that is the first and the third, to be the width to be let's say 40 pixels. I want the color to be dash primary with a transition of all 0.5 second is. Copy that one, paste that right here, and like this. Save this one. Okay, okay, we need this to be a dot right here. Save this one. Yeah, what's the problem we're getting? Okay, just click here and remove this. Now we need to add another like this. Yeah, now what I'll do is I just remove this one and right click and click on this format document. It will be all set. Save this one, go to the browser and hover over it. You can say we are unable to hover very perfectly. So what I need is I need some padding. So I just move right here into this bars and I give some padding of 10 pixels. Save that. Now let's see how it's looking. Hover over it and I am just still now. You can say I cannot hover over them. Okay, so just change this to margin to, let's say, padding. Save this one, go to this browser, and now okay, padding will make them like that. I don't need that padding. I should be margin, obviously. Okay, margin. I want this cursor pointer to be at this, you can see the entire div, and this hover effect, I just remove this hover effect from right here and I just paste that outside, you can say this one right here inside this entire container, like there is the bars. Okay, save this one, go to the browser, now click here, you can see this, you can see the design is working. Now what we want right now is to make it functional, but before that I will just make another thing, that is display it block, and go to right here, and after this navigation I'll write here is bars to be display none. Save that one. Yeah, now let's see, is it working? Yeah, it is working, you can see. Okay, and now we'll just make it as function. So we will just go to our main.js file, and here I will just create a constant variable const, and just let's say navbar, just do the same name, and here I want to here document dot query selector, and I just select the ID that is navbar like this, and I'll create another constant variable, let's say toggle like this, and I'll be using the fed arrow function right here like this, and here I'll write here as I'll write here if the condition will be right here navbar dot style dot style dot width equals to, it is if 220 pixels, make it as 0. So right here navbar dot style dot style dot width equals to, make it as equals to 0, and I just copy this one and I write here else, just paste that and make it as 220 pixels. Save that one, and now what I want, I just go to this index.html file and below this section tag everything. I write here script tags, the RIP scripts, or single script we have, and I write here script source to be main.js, and save this one, and now we have to just call them. So how we can call them is very simple. I call it right here, let's say on click toggle like this, and I just copy this one and I just paste this and inside this quit this icon, paste that, save this one, go to the browser, now click on this, you can see this, click on this. Now we need some transition, you can say we want it to be sliding effect. So go to this main.css file and just give within this nav, give it a transition of all 0.5 second ease. Save that, go to this browser, and now click on this, point like this, click on this like this. So everything is working very fine. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I just close this. Now we need our content. So I just go to this index.html file, I'll just minimize this header, and after this header I'll create another div with id of the dot content like this, and inside this we have two more divs. One is dot left, and I just copy this one, and another is that is right, like this, obviously. And at this left we have an h1, let's say that is creative, okay, creative. And after that we have another h1 that is agency, like this, okay. And after that we have a paragraph tag, and let's say lorem 30, yeah. Now after that we have an button that is a play button, you can say btn, I just create an, you can say an id btn underscore play, hit enter, and inside I'll create an anchor tag with haze, and here I write here fa dash play, like this, hit enter, save this one, go to this browser, you'll find this, okay. Now just go right here and I'll minimize this one, like this. Go to this main.css file, and below this I'll just increase this somehow, okay. Just reduce this, okay, and also this one, minimize this, okay. After that we have our content right here, content we'll write here like it as display flex, because when we have our second, that is when we just fill the second that is the right box, we'll do some get, let's say side by side that one, and right here let's say justify content to be space around or space, I need space between, and then I want it to be align items to be center, text align to be center, I want some padding top to be 50 pixels, save that one, and you find this like that. Okay, for right now. And okay, and after this we have our left box. So okay, for right now make this space between to be space around, save that, no change, we'll see the change behind, no problem. Now I'll write here just target the h1 first. So write h1, make its font size to be, say 70 pixels, save that one, go to the browser, and yeah, it's quite good. And I write here from text transform to be uppercase, and line height to be, let's say 100 pixels, line height to it 100 pixels, save this one, go to the browser, and okay, I will just reduce this to, let's say 80. Yeah, now it's good. And what I want is right now is okay, I don't want this text align center right here, remove this one, save that, okay, like this. And now I just give this you can see the entire dot left box margin left to be 130 pixels, save that one, yeah. And just make the color of this h1 okay, color not entirely black, but let's make it just like this, save that one, yeah, we got that color. Now we just, you can say now just make this, you can say, what is this play button, and it will automatically wrap, don't worry about that. And we'll write here as btn underscore play, and inside that, okay, play, and inside that we have our anchor tag, and then our icons, and I just give it a color, okay, color of dash primary, then font size of, let's say, 22 pixels. Save that. And no, 22 is not like that. 30 pixels. Save that. Yeah. And then I want padding of, let's say, 20 pixels and 22 pixels. And then I want the background color to be white and border radius to be 50%, and box shadow of 0,0,5 pixels black. If this one, you'll find this. Okay, I'll just reduce this to, let's say, 25 pixels. Is it? Yeah, that is okay. Okay, I just reduce, let's say, 20 pixels from all of the sides. Nah, I just make it as 23 pixels. Is that one? Yeah, that's good. And what I want is, after that, you can see this, I just select the paragraph and I'll just give it a margin, let's say from top and bottom to be 20 pixels and from side to be 0. Save that. Yeah, like that. And we also need some padding right here of 20 pixels more from top and bottom. Yeah, now we got that. Now we need the hover effect, so I'll just try come here and here, right here, and hover to be what do you think? I want the background color to be dash primary, and okay, the simple color to be white, and I want the transform to be rotate 360 degree complete, and then I want transition of all 0.4 second ease. Copy that one and also paste that right here like this. Save this one. Now you can see this. Yeah, now we want you can say that that image, or you can say that floating animation, and that image also. So I'll just minimize this one and this one also, and I'll just go to this index.html file and minimize this box. Here looks like this. Now what I want is, inside this right, I'll just create box. You can say another div, let's say box, and inside this we will have our image. But before the image, let's save this and go to this, there is main.css, and after right here dot right, and then right here dot box, right here width will be 750 pixels. Okay, 750, and height of 500 pixels. And then what I want is actually I want it's a background color to be dash secondary. Save this one and go to the browser. Yeah, you can find this one box. Now we want to make it as curved, and this one also curved, so we'll just make this borders to be curved. So we'll just bring this right here and minimize this one and make, okay, no problem. Right here border, it is top left and to be 100%, make it, and just copy that one and we'll see that, and make it and make this top as bottom. Save this one and go to this browser. You can find the curve shape, so we got that one. Now what we want is, that is the image over it. So we'll just go and we'll just also give it a position okay, position of relative, and for this one I'll go to this index.html file, and here right here img, and I'll just give it an, let's say, a class of book, like this. And the image is obviously img. This is the image, and here in the right here, let's say book. Right? With this one, the browser, we'll find this image right here. So we have to just adjust the size of this, and we'll just have to make this right here. So I'll just go to this main.sass, and inside that we have our, that is book, that is the image. And what I want is position to be absolute, top to be let's say minus 80 pixels, left to be minus 80 pixels, let's say. Save that one, go to the browser, we'll find this like this. And I want its width to be 100% to 110%, let's say, and go to the browser. Let's see how it's looking. Yeah, now actually its size has become 110% of the size of this, you can see the width of this entire box. Okay, now we want to animate this. So for that I will write here animation, let's say up down 3 second infinite, and now we have just created that in the keyframe right here. So here I'm writing here animation, putting a comment simply, and writing here @keyframes up down, is the name of that. Okay, wn, and like this. I want at 0% it to be at its initial stage, it is minus the stock to be minus 80 pixels. Then I want it to be at 50% to be at top to be, let's say, 0, and at 100% I want its you can say position to be at its original state. So I write here top minus 80 pixels. Save this one. Now go to the browser. You can see this one. There we go. We got this. Very you can see the good looking animation effect. Okay, now we have to see one thing, that is we want some, you can say, spacing from right here, some spacing. So I just come with this left, and this, you can say this one. Okay, let's say I just remove this. Okay, it would be margin of right to be 50 pixels. Save that one. For the browser, you will find this in gap. Okay, that's very fine and awesome looking. Now we'll just make it responsive. So as I have shown you, I don't want this when it shrinks to come to a mobile set. If you want, you can just make it after this, you can say below this, but I don't like that one because I was not liking the design. If you want, you can do that just like that, and you can say it is just you can say it is sticking to that part, and you can see like that. So what I want is I want at, let's say at 1000, okay, 1100 pixels, that is 1100 pixels. Okay, I will just remove that one. So just copy this one, come over here and remove this one and make it as like this. Okay, I want this to be right here, home, and inside this we have our dot content, and then inside that we have our that is, what is that, dot right. Okay, and I want it to maybe display to none. Okay, save this one, go to the browser, and just reduce this. You can see that is gone. Now what I want is, I want this creative agency at the center and this to be at the center. So come here, this content right here, um, justify content to be center, and text align to be center, and dot left to be right here, margin to be 0, and some padding from side, let's say from top and bottom 0, and from side 30 pixels. Skip this one and just go right there. We got that one. And we'll shrink this one. Yeah, we're not getting it. You can see we are not getting the responsive navigation bar at 600 pixels, so I just make it as, let's say, 750 pixels. Doesn't matter, save that one and go to the browser, and when it will come, you can see that one. We got that one, and it is fully functional. And okay guys, we are forgetting one thing. Just make it like this, and that is, you can see the drop shadow effect. We are not getting that effect right here, so we need that effect. So I just come here and I'll just go to this, there is this book, and I'll write here filter. I'll write here there is drop shadow, and let's go to this erase, and I just copy this value, copy this one, and come over here and paste that one, save this, and just go to the browser. You'll find this, you can say, the shadow. So finally we have completed our, you can say, the landing page design, which is fully responsive. And what I should say, if you are new to my channel, then subscribe to the channel and like this video and share this with your friends. And if you are sharing it on your, let's say, that is Instagram, then don't forget to follow me and tag me on your stories. I will just repost that. Okay, by the way, my Instagram handle is @screentechnicals. Very simple. Yeah, so see you guys in another video. Bye bye.